Hey guys, this guy's Montana here, the original demo disc player before they decided to give it an abbreviation when it was just called what it was called. This here is a Doomsday Heist Tier 4 guide for you guys. Now, completing all acts using only pistols and vehicles. Around this time last year, when double money for the Doomsday Heist Act 3 was going on, just like it is this year, we decided to complete the entire Tier 4. And what we found out with the pistols only was, if you have somebody in a mission using pistols, and then you have somebody in a mission using whatever the hell they want to use, then the person who's using the pistols will get this ticked off. This is a solo award. This isn't a combined team thing. Guys, if you want to restart, I used an explosive sniper rifle right at the end. You got the pistols only? Are you being serious? It's a solo thing. And we know for a fact this works because we did it again in Act 3 on one of the streams. Now, I'm just going to touch on the 10 Platinum Awards. You can actually... There is 11 Platinum Awards, so you can swerve one of them. I haven't actually gotten the 2-man Criminal Mastermind one. I left that one out. So you only have to get 2 of the Criminal Masterminds for the 10 awards. Now, touching on the Criminal Mastermind, I will just say this. It says complete all heists, set up missions and missions and finals without dying on the hardest difficulty. Well, if it said complete all of the heist setup missions and finals on the hardest difficulty with infinite lives, does that sound a little easier to you? Basically, if anybody dies during the mission, even though it says this in the bottom left hand of the screen, if everybody in the mission that is going for the Criminal Mastermind challenge, whether they died or not, closes the game immediately, you will still keep your Criminal Mastermind challenge when you load back into the game. And trust me guys, the first time we did this, there was a lot of deaths. And this has happened to other players as well, where there's been like 29 deaths in the entire run, and they've still gotten the Criminal Mastermind challenge by just closing the game if somebody dies. Now, one thing that will automatically save the game, even if you close the game, is if you die in a personal vehicle. So basically, do not drive a personal vehicle in any of the missions where there's going to be explosions going on. It only takes one explosion to blow up the vehicle. So use either the Vigilante or something like the Insurgent Pickup Custom, the Night Shark, whatever you do, do not use the Armored Crewman, especially in missions like Rescue Agent ULP, where you're going to have buzzards attacking you on the motorway. So guys, one more time, if you're inside a personal vehicle and it gets destroyed, and you are destroyed with that car, it's going to automatically save the game for any players inside of that car, okay? If anybody is not in the car, they'll actually still have their Criminal Mastermind challenge, but somebody is going to not, and it's whether they want to finish off the entire run and let everybody else get the Criminal Mastermind challenge done, because theirs hasn't saved, but yours has. So, as long as you close the game, guys, you should be fine, as long as you didn't die in a personal vehicle. And another thing, the pistols only and the elite challenges can be done on any difficulty. It's just the Criminal Mastermind that needs to be done on the hardest difficulty. So that's just why you want to save it until last and make sure you are familiar in recent times with all of the missions, so you know when to use the Armor Crewman, when not to, because there's going to be buzzards flying around. Do not put your name down if you don't have a clue what's going on. And quite frankly, these players that put their name down and run around like headless chickens and causing stress for everybody else because they have no clue what's going on, do not deserve the Criminal Mastermind challenge anyway. Now we're going to go over the elite challenges for the 3 acts. And if you want to go ahead and try and get the pistols only at the same time, you can do that. I would recommend that you go to a gun locker though and turn off all of your weapons besides the AP pistol and the heavy revolver Mark II. Now Act 1, these satellites right here just outside the prison are going to be where the mission starts. So you want to own one of the facilities that you see here, these 3 facilities, and you should be able to get to those satellites pretty quickly. Now, the best one to own is actually the Grand Sonora Desert one, so go ahead and buy that one if you are planning to buy one of them. Now, a Vigilante is going to dispatch the enemies outside very quickly, so a Vigilante is recommended, and also getting there a little bit faster as well with the boost. As you see, Lively Jogger ahead of us in the Vigilante, taking care of the enemies outside with his lock-on missiles. Now, once you get inside, you want to have people on the right, people on the left, and stay in cover here, take out a few guys, because there's going to be a lot of guys right ahead of you as soon as you enter this little walkway here. And through the glass onto the right, make sure you are wary of the guys that are on the walkway, okay? Make sure you've got snacks and body armor and take them as soon as you take damage, because there is a rapid fire glitch that can end this instantly. Okay, that's why we're being very careful with the cover, but also moving forward with the assault shotgun and the assault rifle. And once you get to this point here, you can get a few guys through the window there, and then you get to this little bridge here, kill the guys ahead of you that are coming through the door and stuff, but watch out for the guy that spawns to the left there, and you see him, we take him out, and then go to the stairs. Now there's one guy running up the stairs. When you get to the bottom of the stairs through the door, shoot the guy through the window, and then we take our left. There's going to be more windows with guys outside of them, and they may run inside, so be careful of that. And then we're just going to run straight down here. There's going to be a guy at the bottom of the stairs running towards the stairs. Now once we get to this room here, we're going to use the assault rifle, taking out people. Unless you're on the mic, I wouldn't be shooting any missiles, because you might get a Clint Eastwood moment where it's in the line of fire, just like you see right here. So, yeah, I would have shot a missile into Lively Jogger's back of his head right there and blown us up, and I would have been the one who died. So, yeah, as we dealt with that room down there, we're going to go up the stairs. There's going to be two guys running towards us. We're going to run into this war room right here, as it's telling us to do. Get onto the computer and then spam the missiles on the jeeps and the helicopters, making sure we get the amount of kills that we need to get the Elite Challenge. It's as simple as that, guys. As long as you rush and you are efficient with taking out these guys, and you know where the guys spawn, is going to help. So a few practice runs, or watch this guide over and over until you get it right. Act 2, Elite Challenge and pistols only can be gotten together very, very easily. And to make this even easier, if you have the Palito Bay facility, you're guaranteed. It's so easy, this Elite Challenge. But you can do it from any of the other locations besides the one in the dam. I hear is pretty much impossible to do. So if you have any of these locations, you do not need to change. Just go ahead and try and get the Elite Challenge without changing location. But if you're struggling, then change to the Palito Bay facility and do it from there. Now you're gonna have two teams. You have one team is going to go to the submarine card, then go to the submarine, and the other team is going to go to the Avenger. Now the Avenger team wants to go and land on this little peak bit right here, and you see the two sea sharks right there, the jet skis. You can either grab one of those if you're doing it with two players. If not, call in Pegasus to call up a boat, and then go and wait in the water for the team that is in the submarine car, the Strongberg, to then emerge once they've dealt with the submarine. Now, once we are inside of the submarine, we are going to go and try and find the contact. I'm going to show you where this contact is. We're using the pistols as well. We're using the AP pistol. But yeah, I'm going to show you where the contact is. You just go through the control room here. You go down the stairs. And then you go through the kitchen here. As I'm following MC Drank here, you see. And then down the bottom of the stairs, see that doorway there? He's inside there in the cell. Now, I had to cut some of this because me and MC Drank actually ran all the way down to the end of the submarine. And then MC Drank turned around and went back in there to speak to the contact, and there he is coming out. And then we run straight back up to the kitchen after you've spoken to the contact in that room where MC Drink was running out of, and then you go back to the control room. Simply take a photograph of the intel table and then plug Clifford in and wait for the longest cutscene in the game to play. And it's very straightforward. That guy's very easy to be done with pistols inside the submarine. Then he's going to resurface to the Avenger pilot that is in the boat, and then go towards the Avenger. And the helicopters, as you see, are not attacking. That is the whole reason why you want to get out of the Avenger and get in the boat, so the helicopters do not attack the Avenger. The Avenger is still 0% damage. And now just jump into the back, everybody bar the pilot, and start shooting at the buzzards, and hopefully you don't take any damage or very little damage. You don't want to be taking any more than 5% damage, obviously, for the Elite Challenge. Now, once you get to LSIA, you should have the Elite Challenge and the pistols only if you followed this correctly. Like I said, we've shown you where Bogdan was. We wasted a couple of minutes running around inside the submarine. I was following MC Drank. I don't know where Bogdan is. I'm not a Bogdan billionaire, guys. I barely even done this heist until I had to for the career progress right here in the video that you're seeing. But we did it, and we didn't even know where the hell he was. But for this guide, we've shown you where he is. So you've got no excuse but to get a better time. Doomsday Act 3, the Doomsday Scenario. Now, you can actually use the trip skip feature right at the beginning of the heist here, so it doesn't matter which location you have for your facility. You can get the Elite Challenge on any location using the trip skip feature. Now, if you are doing this with 4 players, you need a 4-door car, and just press right on the D-pad, and you can skip the trip. This requires that you had done the heist before. Now, if you're going for an elite challenge, you should have done the heist before. Now, the trip skip's actually going to bring you around the corner from the tank and the barrage, where you just have to then continue driving until you get there. I have actually seen people say that a timer starts once the tank and the barrage show up on the minimap. And then I've seen people say that it starts outside the facility. I'm sure speedrunners, regular speedrunners, will know the exact answer to that. But I couldn't actually get a full-on answer to when it starts. But it doesn't really matter because it's only a few seconds for us, and we're only trying to get this elite challenge done for the awards and for the career progress. Now, once you get to the tank and the barrage, I would choose the tank, especially if you're going for the pistols only. And then once you get to the end of the tunnel here, once you get to the mountain, park a little bit to the left and you'll be able to see all of the juggernauts. And there's about 3 or 4 of them, and you can take them all out very easily. Now after that, there's only 3 juggernauts to take care of. Now, we are going for the elite challenge here on this run, which was actually recorded yesterday, live on stream. And yeah, we're using all types of guns, but if you're going for the pistols only, use the AP pistol and use the Mark II revolver with hollow point rounds to take out the juggernauts, which are only 2 shots. Now, this first juggernaut's going to be right here, where Lively Jogger runs in front and quickly takes him out before I even get a chance. But yeah, I was a bit more careful, staying in cover. And there's a little fork area here. We went to the left, the other 2 went to the right. Okay, you're taking out the crates and moving through here. Now, I will just say, when you're going for the pistols only, you don't have to do it on the hardest difficulty, okay, guys? You can do multiple runs here. You can do it on an easier difficulty to get the pistols only challenge. And that also goes for the elite challenge. You don't have to do that on the hard. I recommend that you do this heist a good couple of times before you attempt the criminal mastermind challenge, which has to be done on the hardest difficulty. So get your pistols only out of the way, get your elite challenge, whether you get them both together or whatnot, and then you can do the criminal mastermind once you have recent experience with the heist and you know where everybody's going to be spawning and whatnot. Now here I'm looking to take out the juggernauts, but I believe Lively Jogger again took out the juggernauts. The other 2 players can actually get an angle on them as well from the right there. But guys, remember, if you're doing the pistols only, hollow point rounds on the heavy revolver for taking out the juggernauts, which again I recommend that you do on an easier difficulty since you are using the pistols. Now, once you get to this point here, there's no more juggernauts you have to worry about. Like I said, there's only 3 on foot that you have to worry about, and then the ones that you take out with the tank. Whether you're doing pistols only or not, you can use the tank, it's fine. I always take the right to go up these stairs right here and look out for this 1 red dot. He's there, but he can be anywhere, so get ready for him. And then now, we are just going to focus now on getting headshots. We have to get over 150 headshots for the elite challenge. So somebody's going to be hacking, and the person that's going to be hacking will not be taking damage whilst they are hacking, so don't worry about that. It's just the players that are running around trying to get the headshots that are going to be taking damage. So the hacker can pretty much just focus on hacking, but you might want to not hack too fast, especially if you failed this before because you didn't get enough headshots. Hack a little bit slower and see how much time that you got on the elite challenge. If you had like a good 5 minutes, you know you can hack a little bit longer and stuff, because once you finish hacking all of the servers, then you won't be able to get any more kills because they will stop spawning in. I'm just going to use this time just as we're getting the 150 plus headshots to put out a little warning here, guys. Hopefully save you guys some time in the future. Look out for what I like to call catfish players. Now, what is a catfish player? A catfish player is somebody that might appear to be good at the game. They might be level 1000, they might be level 2000, they might be hundreds of levels, and then when they get into the heist with you and you're going for a criminal mastermind challenge, because they said, yeah, I'm ready on Saturday, bro, I'm perfect, I've got the entire Saturday and Sunday, I'm ready, you know. That's not always a good thing. Just because they're ready, they might eat the entire weekend when it only needed to take 6 hours. So guys, make sure they do the same research that you did. If you're watching this guide, you link them this guide. If you've got other guides that you also think are helpful, link them guides to them as well. And again, make sure that the criminal mastermind challenge is the last thing that you attempt. Make sure you get everything else that you can be done on easier difficulties out of the way first. Now, once the hacking is done, you then just have to go up to the top floor and use your autocannon to take out the 4 targets, take those out, and then you just have to run through the hallways, killing any NPCs as you possibly can. Try and get some headshots on the way out if you want, but I recommend the assault shotgun when they're close range, and then for further distances, use the assault rifle. I will also point out that in the hallways there is explosive crates that can easily blow up, and if you're close to it, you're going to blow yourself up and end the run. Okay, so yeah, watch out for those, and then once you get to the end of the hallways, you're then going to chase after Avon Hertz after the cutscene of him flying off in the jetpack. You're then going to chase him and take him out in the air. There's going to be helicopters, take out the helicopters as well. You don't want to fail right on the last bit by getting killed by one of these helicopters, and then go on over to the observatory and finish the mission, hopefully get the elite challenge. Now, massive shout out to everybody in the video from the crew that was in all of these parts. A lot of the parts were from like last year, and the Act 3, the last one there, was from just the other day, so this current event week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our Tier 4 guide for the Doomsday Heist, and I hope that it helps. If it is, make sure you drop a like on the video, and guys, comment down below if you've got any other tips to add so people can read those comments. And have a lovely day, Godspeed, and peace be upon you.